Hello everyone. Welcome back to our abacus lesson. Today, we're going to learn how to do simple addition and subtraction with more than one number. In the last lesson, we practiced adding and subtracting numbers one at a time. Now, we'll work on adding and subtracting multiple numbers to build our skills. In this lesson, we will use the upper bead 5 for sums like 1 plus 5, but we won't rely on it as a helper for complements of 5. For example, in 2 plus 3, we will use the upper bead to add 3, then subtract 2, which is the complement of 3. Addition or subtraction using complements of 5 or 10 is more complex, so we'll focus on getting comfortable with simple operations involving single or multiple digits first. In learning the abacus, mastering addition and subtraction is crucial. If your child doesn't fully grasp these, moving on to multiplication and division will become much more challenging. So, please make sure your child has a solid understanding of addition and subtraction before moving forward. Addition and subtraction with more numbers. In the previous lesson, we practiced adding and subtracting a single number, but the approach remains the same even when there are more numbers involved. For addition, you start by adding beads in the appropriate place value for the number you're working with. Let's go through an example together. For 1 plus 2 plus 5, all three numbers are in the ones place, so we'll add them in the same column. First, for the 1, move one lower bead up toward the bar in the ones column. Next, for the 2, since it's also in the ones column, move two more lower beads up toward the bar in the same place where you added the 1. Then, for the 5, move the upper bead 5 down toward the bar, again in the ones column. After adding all the numbers, count the beads touching the bar. You have 3 lower beads and 1 upper bead, which together make 8. So, the answer is 8. Let's try another example. 6 plus 2 plus 1. Since all the numbers are in the ones place, we'll perform all the operations in the ones column. First, for 6, add it by moving one lower bead and one upper bead 5 toward the bar at the same time in the ones column. Next, for the 2, move two more lower beads up toward the bar in the same column. Finally, for the 1, move one lower bead up toward the bar in the same column. Now, let's count the beads touching the bar. We have 1 upper bead and 4 lower beads, which gives you a total of 9. So, the answer is 9. These are simple additions because we can use the available beads in the ones column without needing to carry over or use the 5 complement. Next, let's try some simple subtraction. 8 minus 2 minus 5. This is straightforward, meaning no borrowing or use of 5 complement is needed. All operations will be done using the available beads in the ones place column. First, add 8 by moving one upper bead 5 and 3 lower beads up toward the bar at the same time. Then, subtract 2 by moving 2 lower beads away from the bar in the same column. Finally, subtract 5 by moving the upper bead 5 away from the bar. Now, let's count the beads left touching the bar. There is 1 lower bead. So, the answer is 1. Make sure your child is using the correct fingers for each operation. The next example involves both addition and subtraction in one problem. Let's try 9 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 4 on the abacus. Since all the numbers are in the ones place, we'll be working in the ones column. First, add 9 by moving one upper bead 5 and 4 lower beads toward the bar at the same time. Next, subtract 1 by moving one lower bead away from the bar. Then, subtract 2 by moving 2 lower beads away from the bar. Subtract 1 more by moving another lower bead away from the bar. Finally, add 4 by moving 4 lower beads up toward the bar. After all the steps, count the beads touching the bar. You'll have 1 upper bead 5 and 4 lower beads, which equals 9. So, the final answer is 9. In this lesson, we focused on addition and subtraction without carrying over, borrowing, or using the 5 complement. You only needed to move the number of beads in the ones column, either toward the bar for adding or away from the bar for subtracting. The examples we practiced are typically taught in beginner abacus classes. There are more practice problems available on my Abacus tutorial website. You can print them out and have your child practice until they fully grasp simple addition and subtraction on the abacus. Be sure to check the link in the description below. In the next lesson, we'll continue with simple addition and subtraction, moving on to two-digit numbers, like 23 plus 51, 61 plus 12, or 59 minus 7. Young children may feel a bit confused at first when working with larger numbers, but don't worry. They'll quickly see that they can solve these two-digit problems using the same methods they learned for single-digit addition and subtraction. The key is moving the right number of beads toward or away from the bar, depending on whether they're adding or subtracting, in the correct place value column. Since they've mastered reading numbers on the abacus in Lesson 2, they may feel more confident handling larger digit problems. Your child has started their abacus journey, and daily practice is key to building their skills. Depending on their age, practicing for at least 15 minutes a day can help reinforce what they've learned. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now to get notified when new videos are available. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.